Philippines, 40,000 public high schools, 15 million public high school students, and 600,000 public school teachers. Afghan National High School, 500 high school students, and 23 high school teachers. This is Going Local.
Hello, I'm Melly. I'm 23 years old and I'm a secondary public school teacher. Today, I'm gonna show you what my life is in a nutshell. Day starts basically at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. I wake up, I prepare, and then I go to school. But when I am lucky, I get to hitch a ride, just like this. So we're on our way to my workstation today. So this is how it looks like. I'm with my friends. Co-teachers, but not obvious, but co-teachers. Or when I don't get lucky, which is more often than not, I go to the bus terminal and hit my own ride. Good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning and I am leaving the house. I will be going to the terminal to hit a bus ride or a van ride. It depends on which comes first. So yeah, that's all. So it's 7:30 in the morning and it's usually the time that I arrive at school. Here's my friend and co-teacher, Bajoy. Yeah, so we're entering the premises of our school this morning. So I'm currently situated in Afghan National High School. I've been with them for 10 months now, starting in October of 2018. So right now, I am a grade 9 advisor, teaching English classes in grade 9, grade 10, and grade 12. Morning!
Hello.
So right now, I'm taking you to our office. The first person you'll see is a friend of mine, but they're all camera shy. And this is my wonderful spot. I'll take you to my spot. So we have here books, grammar books, grade 9, because I'm teaching grade 9 Anglo-American literature. Then a little bit of grade 10 because I'm also teaching grade 10. Some books that I read on spare time, which I took from our school library. I'm gonna return that later. And then some papers. I'm not the cleanest person on earth, but I try to be organized. And another books, lots of books. Books for spare time. Sometimes students borrow, but yeah. More teen, adult stories. Yep. More books, more books, more books, a lot of books. And yep. Talking about my teaching strategies in teaching the language, I have no excuse to this, but I tend to regress to traditional ways in teaching the language. Why? Because first and foremost, students in AFGA have a lot of difficulties when it comes to learning the language. So sometimes, as a teacher who has a lot of responsibilities at hand, I tend to, as I've said, regress to the kind of teaching strategy that I feel that students would learn somehow. Because when I employ modern and 21st century skills in teaching the language, there is a great possibility that the competencies will not be hit. So instead of wasting the time of giving them activities that I think will not be, for the lack of a better term, successful, so I go to the style of teaching that I think would best fit them. And unfortunately, that is the traditional way of teaching, which means that I give more inputs in terms of lectures and stuff like that, and then the activities will follow right after. But yeah, to tell you honestly, information and knowledge hugely comes from me as their teacher.
The character is running, right? So you use action words, and then the story must be built around people. That's why when writing narrative essays or writing a narrative story, it must have three elements. First is of course the plot. Ang plot, classmates, given na yan, di ba? Because if you have the story, that is already considered as your plot. But two central elements are setting. So, pasabot sa setting? Lugar, or the place where it happened, or even the time when it happened. And of course, the most important is the characters. Kasi saan mag-revolve yung story mo? Doon sa character. So first and foremost, find your character. So when writing,
when it comes to oral recitations, I let my students speak the vernacular because instead of forcing them speaking the second language, I'd rather for them to speak the vernacular and hear their thoughts and feelings and ideas about certain topics. Because if I force them to speak the language, there is a tendency that they will withdraw and become so shy, and by that, I will not get anything at all. So,
lives have you experienced encountering challenges and turning it into opportunities? May naka-experience bang ganun? Anybody from the class who would like to share? Anybody from the class?
Naaya naman, pero wala ka.
Bakit nahiya doon? Kaya nga nagtatanong ako para maano. Yes,
sa inabuhi. Ito karon sige pinakita. Kanang ilit na ko sa mga kawats ko ma. Sa kawat ko ni sa kon. Katong nagidan ko ko si. Nagidan ko og ilit tali ko si inubitan. Tapos mag-eskwela na ko resto. Ang ano man na-discuss niya.
there is also an issue in reading where our learners from grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 have difficulties in reading. So more often than not, we conduct remedial reading classes in order to mitigate this kind of situation, because it is not so much more of having second language acquisition, but rather teaching them something as basic as literacy.
And Mike are in the park. They are reading a bike. Their pet dog is following them. Their sister Lily is in the swing. She is holding a doll, a dog. Bow wow, wow. Barks Bantay. It is chasing a kitty. Stop and eat bantay. Yes, who is in the swing?
Who is in the swing? Kasama na nga sa swing. Kasama.
Pet dog
Their pet dog.
is following them.
Sunod na sentence.
Their sister Lily is in the swing.
Okay, balik ka sa question. Who is in the swing?
Sister Lily.
Okay, their sister Lily. Very good. Next, number 4.
What is Lily toys?
Oh, what is Lily's toys? Isa na daw mga toys ni Lily. She.
She is holding a dog.
Okay, ano yung toy?
Dog.
Oh, dog. Very good. Number 5.
What does bandage chasing? Chase.
Chase. Okay. Ano daw gigukod ni Bantay? Bantay is chasing.
Kitty.
What is a kitten?
Erin.
Earring. Very good. See. Thank you
As a
very
public
much.
school teacher, I stand in front of an average of 200 students every day for a whole year. And I think that's powerful. I know there's still a long way down the road to truly realize my potentials as a language teacher. But at least I'm getting there, few steps closer, day by day.
Akong mata.
Oh my God. Hi.
We're going home.
It's so airy.
Good. It's our favorite time of the day.
It's
Going
Friday.
home. It's Friday.
Bye
Friday.
school. Hello home.
We're a